with Amazon, you $999 on your card. Your MacBook Pro will be dispatched in the next 12 hours. If you have not made any such purchase or transaction, then kindly press 1 to speak Amazon customer service. Thank you.
We're going to steal all your information right now. Hit 1. We'll talk to him.
Hello?
What?
Hey.
Yeah, hi there. Thank you for getting in touch with Amazon. My name is Willie. How's your day going, sir?
Good.
Okay, so I believe you heard the voice message, firstly.
Ask him if he's gay, and then ask him if his mom knows he's gay right now.
So, yeah.
There's a MacBook shipment?
Yeah, a MacBook Pro, to be exact. Worth one, not one, it is $1 less than $1,000. So
here's
yeah.
I mean, it's I mean, if that's actually, I didn't order that, but that price, it's actually not a bad deal.
Yeah.
And look,
so
I mean, is that possible to still I mean, I'm gay. Is it able to purchase that?
I mean, it is an offer basically. So,
see if he's gay.
I don't know that.
Because like, look, like, are you gay? Like, I could order the laptop if it's only $900.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that. You can do that, obviously.
Because I don't necessarily want to cancel the shipment if it is a MacBook 13. Like, you're gay, I'm gay. Order the laptop. Like, it doesn't sound like a bad deal. Oh, he hung up.
His religion just couldn't take it. He's like, no, I'm not fucking gay. Fuck this guy.
I'm gay. You're gay. I want the laptop. Let's fucking do this.
And his name's probably Sergey, which is even cooler.
It was literally a phone number from Bulgaria that popped up.
But
on
it was
my
an
iPhone.
Indian guy. Weird. It's that VPN. I know what I'm talking about, dude.
Well, how you doing, Mick? Welcome back to the second half of the show.
Hi.
Those hazies are getting hazy, boy.
Oh, dude, you're gonna be done. You're a girl.
I'm a little lady.
Literally a fucking girl.
Cleaning your act up off other drugs and then going back to drinking as your primary resource. So fun. So many fun drinks.
Dude, drinking is amazing.
So fun.
I had a wedding this weekend. I had my first Jewish wedding this weekend. Turnsky, dude. I was dreidling. They made me out of cray. Dude,
Did you have Mishivitz wine?
Nuts. Huh?
Did you have Mishivitz wine?
No, I didn't do any of the Jewish shit. I didn't even wear the yarmulke. When they said why, I said because my grandpa would roll over in his grave. And I walked.
Did you go to the temple?
Nah, it was at this venue with
okay.
You know. So I didn't go in the temple, so it wasn't really disrespectful, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not a guy just to fucking, wear an American flag if I don't fucking like the American flag, you know what I'm saying? I wear it with pride. Just like I would hope all of the Jewish guys do as well.
I mean, it's no surprise to you. I've rocked the yarmulke before.
Probably came out of the fucking pulse with one.
Felt so right. Look at that schnoz. Felt so right. You were denying it from me.
You probably do have some kind of Jewish ancestry.
Some German Jew in me? I bet so.
Yeah. You should do a 23 and me, whatever the fuck.
I don't know. I've been in a lot of crime scenes. I don't want to fucking do that.
I'm never going to do that. People said, like, what?
Yeah, I'm like, are you out of your mind? Give out somebody my DNA so they can run it against every crime that's ever happened?
What do you want to wire?
Like, what if I sneezed on a guy who raped somebody? I'm like, I'm not fucking doing that.
No way, dude. Or what if like my dad was a nut? Or actually, I know he was, but like, what if like somewhere down the line?
Yeah.
Like, what if like my great grandfather was Jack the Ripper? Don't want to know that.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, you got to find out about your actual like past. I'm like, nothing.
And then it becomes public. So now like all these fuckos, like cousins and shit, can reach out. Like, I don't give a fuck about you all. You know?
I reached out to my cousins to find a picture of my dad, and they sent it to me.
I've done that once as well. Reached out. But that's the thing. I don't want anyone to do that to me. I don't. I'm pissed I did it to someone else. Even though they were cool and shit, but like if they weren't,
I know they took it well, but like never followed up. I was like, hey, send me a picture when he's younger.
Same.
Never heard back. I was like, okay,
Same.
that's fine. But we were talking
you know how people are. Like he'll turn to like his, people and be like, oh yeah, fucking kids coming out of the woodwork looking for some money.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't matter what it's for. They're just like, oh yeah,
like, this is a bad idea.
Yeah. Hey, listen, pal. I don't want you. Okay. Bye. You didn't do anything the first time. Why the fuck wouldn't you care now? That's how I think about it. Like, these fucking people.
Yeah.
I just wanted to know what part of Italy my dad's side was from because they're legitimately Hundo P. Like, pretty fresh off the boat in the past,
Yeah, it's a good last name. It's strong.
So, yeah, I'm curious, And it's like...
It's got a lot of syllables. It's fun.
It's sweet. So, like, that was my thing. And he was like, yeah, I'll find out.
Yeah, mine's, like, really...
Like, haven't talked to grandma. I'm like...
Mine's Holt. I was like, what? I'm German? When I found it out, I was like, what? Holt?
Yeah.
I was like, it used to have a Z, probably.
Oh, yeah, dude. See, like, what if you find out that, like, your fucking great-great-great-grandfather was a fucking head of the SS?
It took a lot of dedication, a lot of hard work.
He could be missing in Venezuela, and then they like pull you over, and they're like,
"He's in
Argentina.
Argentina."
Was the last time he ever touched you, or reached out to you?
Well, that'd be crazy.
I said touched you because that was my uncle. Having flashbacks.
When's the last time he touched you sexually?
Point two on the doll.
No, but it's fun. I'm gonna get a therapist. My appointment's next Monday, which I'll have the appointment, then we'll do the show. It'll be fun. Talk all about my feelings all day. The reluctancy.
Are you ready? Yeah, because the reluctancy.
Do it.
You can sign up for 100 fucking.
I'm good.
Helps.
Once you sign up, like I'll do it. I'm not the type like I won't sign up and like not show up. I won't do that. But that's the thing.
Look,
I need somebody.
Just showing up isn't it.
Well,
I already showed up.
That's the level of commitment that I'm willing to give is that I will log in and be there. I have no idea what mood I'll be in.
You're wasting your money.
I have no idea what I'll feel like that day.
Delete it. Wasting your money. Why would you go in with that mindset?
I'm just telling you.
Go in with the mindset, and I'm going to help you here. You got to go in with the mindset like, it doesn't matter what feeling I'm feeling because I haven't talked to anyone about any of these feelings in quite a long time. Great. It would be wonderful if I'm in a good mood, right? And I can go in there and I can give this person an accurate depiction of who I am, right?
That's
because I'm confident in myself in a minute. Right?
That's the difficulty I find it is that I don't know how I feel about it. Like when I am sad, I am like, yes, I need to talk to somebody. This would be very helpful. When I don't feel like that, I'm like, this is a waste of my time. And it's a waste of their time. And I just need to exercise better and just do better. And I'll feel like this forever. But then I don't feel like that.
The sooner you realize that, like, and this is what's unfortunate about the human psyche, it's typically the positive thoughts that are fleeting. Like it takes work to be a happy person. You know what I mean? So like just with that, going in with that, it's like, okay, most people really are fucking bummed out. They're miserable. That's why most people are pricks. You know what I mean? It's like,
but see, that's the thing. Like, but they're able to they're okay with that.
No, they're not. They just say that to the world. Just like you portrayed someone. No, dude. They're the people
there's
who
so many, dude,
hit their wives or the people
out of people's
fucking go home and hit the bottle
all day. And some of them live these fucking, to me would be a nightmare, but to them, they seem relatively okay with it.
Content and happy are entirely different fucking things.
See, I'm not currently either.
That's what I'm saying. Like there's been times where I've been content with sleeping in roach infested, lice riddled one fucking room in a house where I felt safe with 3, 6, and 10. I was content if there was something in my belly. Being content has nothing to do with being happy. The sooner you come to terms with like, yeah, dude, you'll live. You're a fucking resilient guy. No one's doubting that. You'll manage. You're not going to wither away to nothing. But that's not what's impressive. What's impressive to me is like going that extra step, right? And being like, hey, there's more to life than just not actually killing myself every day.
Yeah, like that's the bare minimum that I'm achieving. It's like, hey, I didn't kill myself today.
And that's no achievement, to be honest with you. It's not.
It's not a way to go around.
It's a terrible place to live.
Yeah, exactly. Just like trying to skim above rock bottom, not dipping below, but just barely.
Just so you can say you did. You're like, what, dude? I'm not that guy. Okay.
Yeah, like you risk it all every other.
You're no prize either. That's what I've had to tell myself. Fuck the comparison shit. It's like, you know yourself. You're miserable.
I am miserable.
I know.
I
talk to you every fucking week, at least once, on camera. Like, But I was more miserable than you, and I'm pretty happy these days. So
there's a light. Look, I am optimistic of the fact that I know my brain is dumb, and I know I make terrible decisions. So like, all of the things I think, I can't put that much weight into, and that is taking some time to adjust. Because I'm like, I have to love yourself, which is important, and it's taken some work to love yourself, myself, and then as well accept the fact that I am not intelligent, like in the sense that like the things that I think are not good ideas.
You don't know shit, dude.
Yeah.
You really do.
And I think I do, and I get wrapped up in that, and I'm like, I get stuck in this. And then when I start saying it out loud, or if I write it down, it's like, you do know that's the craziest thing anyone's ever written down. I was like, yeah.
I would start there in therapy. Yeah. Be like, look, I think I know everything. I had to do this. I do this after like 3 sessions, actually, because I'm like, I'll cut them off. I'm like, let me guess. I need to positive affirmations is the skill. It's like you could know what to do, like in a vague kind of way, right? Because it's like enough about.
I know enough to be like, you need to be positive, you need to have good thoughts, you need to eat better, you need to exercise. But I also cry because I can't fold this pile of t-shirts next to me.
And so like all something that stuff is just the bare minimum that any human needs to do to breathe.
Yeah, that's just like maintaining a fucking
life of some kind of existence. Yeah, dude, I'm with you. I was the same way. But once you buy into it and you're like, oh God, if you're honest with your therapist and yourself, there'll be times where you'll be like, oh my God, I do that every day. She's like, yeah, dude, this is one of the most common reactions to this kind of situation. You freak out, you get scared. So, you defer, or you run away. There's so many different things in every scenario that you'll just have to get through, kind of, by like kind of summing up your week and your experience, depending on what you want. Is it more behavioral? Do you want to really understand why? Which what I've learned in my own therapy plus the psychology courses I've taken in college is like, it doesn't really matter. You probably have a pretty good idea of what fucked you up already, dude.
Yeah, I could guess.
Rehashing is nuts, and it's old fucking techniques. Like no one does that. Like there's really no point. You brush up on stuff and you talk about some things, right? And maybe if you're struggling to understand how to change something, you'll really dive into it. But what you need to know is how to be better right now.
I do have
it's behavioral therapy.
I have a similar tendency where like since childhood, I like if shit sucks, I make myself suffer. Like I don't do anything to make it better. Like I've gone through withdrawal 1,000 times. I've never taken Advil. I've never taken anti-diarrhea medication. I just make myself suffer. I used to get grounded for like an hour, and I would just stay there until somebody got me. And I lived in a house with 5 kids. So like, you get grounded for an hour, you're allowed to come out at 1. I would stay in there till 6 o'clock, and somebody would be like, are you still in here? Like, because like I like wanted them to like be mad about it too.
Dude, if you told a therapist,
but I still do that shit.
She would be like, or he would be like, oh, I've seen this. I know this is textbook this. Because think about this. We're very similar. We have similar struggles. I was the same person. I used to try to go to sleep crying so they would see dried tears on my face before I realized that they don't
You're only
dry
hurting
on your
yourself.
face like cum, Yeah. And that's the thing. And it's also because it's like, you don't believe that like you deserve, but also too, you're like, I do, you know, like you won't allow yourself to that love. It's weird. It's a weird thing. You'll seem super gay in these things to yourself.
Yeah. Oh,
there's times I'm talking to this lady and I'm like, I'm a fucking mo. Dude.
That's the thing about it. It does take a bit of you need to like drop your fucking ego, which is difficult. Like even getting on medication, all that kind of shit. It's all like, you need to fucking be like, look, I've let, like my brain lead the ship so far and we've gotten here, I've
surrendered everything.
Yeah.
I've given them the keys to the kingdom, dude, and like, I am on 2 medications. Like, if my girlfriend's mad at me, I'll be like, okay, like, if you can just tell me what to correct, I'll leave for 10 minutes. I'll come back. Like, I am calculated in my responses. And like, it's a gay thing, but gay is the way to good mental health, dude. You just got to feel vulnerable. Like, what we've always thought was like soft.
Sure, it's weird. Everything. It's all my, like, to this day, the kids I grew up with, like, that's gay, Jada.
Same, dude.
I'm like, do you think about killing yourself most days? They're like, well, no. And I'm like, all right, well, that's why I go to psychiatry.
Yeah. And like, join the army. All right, dude.
Like, just punch poor kids.
Yeah.
They're like, do push-ups.
Like, that was like, dude, it's when you grow up with like dudes like us, that is a huge thing. I actually just saw today on Instagram, fucking Chaz Palminteri. The guy who plays Sonny in Bronxdale. I follow his podcast now a little bit. I don't watch all of them, but he catches up with some old gangsters and shit. I like to listen sometimes. And like one of the callers or something wrote in about mental health, like asked him, has he ever been depressed? He seems like he was like, I've been in this industry for 40 fucking years. I've been in this business. You don't think I've ever been depressed? And like, how do you deal with it? And that's what he said. He was like, you just got to admit that like, you don't know everything, dude. Call someone. Like, he's like, I get it. You're not going to be able to call some of the guys from the neighborhood. That's why there's people do this now as a profession. Like,
that's what they
he's like, you break your arm, you go to the hospital, like one of those things. And I was like, yeah, that's what I think. I broke my brain, dude.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
And that's the same thing with medicine.
Definitely at least
people
sprained,
like, I don't want to take medicine. I don't want to rely on that shit. I'm like, what, dude? Being able to take modern medicine to make you not sad is like the coolest and
I would snort
black
mystery
magic.
Powder, but I wouldn't take SRIs.
What an asshole thing.
If you walked up to me at a party, was like, J-Dub, snort this, and it was on a piece of paper, and you looked at me in a trusting way, I would snort it.
Bro, there was a time
it could have been SRIs.
Yeah, wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, but I'd be like, cool, thank you.
Yeah. It's like, oh no, I'll snort a fucking line of hot sauce and eat a worm out of a tequila bottle. But I won't take a fucking pill that doesn't even affect me.
So this is before
makes me happy.
I'm doing any kind of opiates, anything like that. And I go down to a mutual friend of ours, and we're bullshitting, we're talking. I go to his bathroom, and when I walk into his bathroom, I see on his dresser a broken up line of an orange substance. Now, to this point in my life, the only orange substance I know is Adderall. So I take a little pee. I get up. I take a little $1 bill I have. I snag like half of the line he has. I was like, that's not Adderall. So I have to like walk in the room and be like, hello. So I did the thing yet, And he's like, are you fucking kidding me? And I was like, yeah, why? What was it? And he's like, dude, it was Suboxone. And I was like, so hypothetically, if you were to snort Suboxone but didn't do heroin, what would happen? And he's like, I don't fucking know. You're going to feel like you're on heroin? I was like, okay, but that same dumb brain is like, I don't want to take medication in case like I can't come.
Right.
But meanwhile, I snorted perks for numerous years and couldn't come.
Not to mention, there's barely a substance anyone can come on.
Yeah.
If we're being honest. I've done them all.
Dude,
nothing is like this is great to come with unless it's Viagra, unless it's boner medicine, dude.
The percentage of times I've cummed sober with another human being other than myself is like less than 3%. I'll jerk off alone, sober, but I don't fuck sober.
I do.
Oh, God, I haven't fucked sober in years.
I'm like the horniest guy of all time. But also too, like, I guess in recent life, it's a little different when you have like, a girl for a long time. But
I'm not
like,
a morning person.
I was always like a sober fuck guy. I'm like so horny. I just want to fucking come somewhere. Let me come, dude.
I guess like hungover I would be horny. But otherwise,
you ever, like had a girl in high school that you like met up with before you guys went to work and came?
As a child, yeah, as a kid, yeah, I would come all the time.
I guess I did that like college. As an adult. Yeah, I guess after college, you're right.
Once you could drink, like I either fuck drunk or fuck on drugs.
Sober coming is, I've
been having raw sex in a long time.
You haven't?
No, I mean raw in like the sense of sobriety.
Oh.
No, I don't ever wear a condom. It's just for queers.
And sailors, dude.
That's just a monkey box.
Yeah, fuck out of here. That is funny, dude. Yeah. I think it's good that you're going though. I mean, again, I think what you should do.
Stay optimistic.
Yes, you do. And you need to stay proactive.
I need people who will gas me up. I need, it takes a village, It
does. You do need support, dude. It's a big thing. But you have to be honest with those people that you need support from.
Yeah.
Like what you really should do.
Otherwise, you get nothing out of it. You get something out of it if you're looking for something very direct. But again, you have a dumb brain and you have a lot more wrong with you than you think you do.
Especially us. So we're no regular guys, dude. We're not reggy beggies out here, dude.
If it's a mental emergency, you can go seek someone, have a direct aspect to like try and solve that issue. But like there is a greater grand scale.
Yeah, dude. We're fucking 30-year-old men in our 30s. That's the thing. That's
it sucks.
It does, but it's never too late. See, you should. Why not? Don't you want to be so pumped? Just be happier. Why not?
Yeah, that's the thing. I got to get out of the negative because I see old people and I see miserable old people all day.
And it sucks, dude. And that's what I mean. Those people never solve their shit. They're just content. Right? They're like, yeah, I'm going to be a curmudgeon and be mean to everyone I talk to.
I see my father and people and I'm just like, oh, God damn it. Am I going to do that?
Good. It's no good.
And it happens.
Dude, brain medicine is sick. That's why I make joke it like it's my heart medicine. It's not like I feel something in my brain. I just feel more in my heart. Like I legit like feel more empathy. I feel like more aware. Like I have more perspective. Like I realized for a while, dude, I didn't really consider people's feelings. I was doing shit for me.
Very narcissistic in that sense.
It's just selfish, really.
It's like hard to, especially because you get in that weird depression sense of like no one likes you.
Right.
So you're like, why would I do it for them? They don't even like me. I don't like them. They don't like me. I don't like me. I don't like me, how could you like me? That doesn't make any sense. I'm like, I don't like me.
Dude, I would like to encourage my girl to break up with me.
I had that breakdown. I had you should leave. I'm doing you a fucking favor. I had I can't fold this pile of clothes. I had to pull the weeds freak out where like I wore a long sleeve shirt and like 90-degree weather and like tried to pull the weeds one day and just like cried and went back inside. I couldn't go to work one day. I just like freaked the fuck out, like 12 steps out of my door and went back inside.
And really, those are just recent. You've had that same exact thing for years in a pattern. And that's what you'll realize when you start tracking your behavior.
I didn't used to explode as much. Didn't used to be as bad.
Well, because you were dependent on something that was
I was just using something to cover it up every 7 days.
That's the thing. When you're like not masking your feelings, you have to deal with them. And that's what'll change. And if you don't have that positive outlook, dude, I'll tell you right now, you're going to be miserable. You don't want to be the miserable, guy who has to be completely sober.
That's the thing, like,
be chill. You'll love yourself soon and it'll be cool.
I try to pin, I put a lot of weight on, I'm like, all right, Fantastic Four movie comes out in 2025. I mean, I got to stay alive for 3 more years, I got to.
That's back to bare minimum stuff, dude.
I know, but it's babies,
No, it isn't. No, it is not, dude. You only can achieve as big as you set the bar. It's like the fucking, you put what's that magical snake in the box? It'll only get as big as the box.
Yeah.
It's like that. Like you have to have a higher ceiling or else your expectation, because it's hard to 100% succeed. So if you set something way down here, you're really only shooting for here. It's this weird fucking human science. That's real. And it's true. Like, as soon as you become like to the point where you're like, I'm starting to, the sun's a little brighter. And dude, I can't sit here and say I could have done this without being on medication. That's my thing to you. That's why it's like, I can only tell you the route that I took and worked for me. And we share a lot of similar shit. So I'm like, it might.
My mom has had the same conversation you're having with me now. Is the same conversation my mom had with me. She's like, remember how I used to like freak the fuck out every time I had to unload the dishwasher? I was like, I have PSTD from you unloading a dishwasher.
Yep.
Shattering plates, like screaming. And like, she's like, since 1997. I was like, really? No, I'd never even knew this. She's like, I take an anti-anxiety medication, taking it since 1997. I don't cry when I have to unload the dishwasher anymore.
Same. One time I had to do, I literally got into an argument because my girl was like, hey, can you do the dishes? I was like, yeah. And I just didn't do them right away. And then it was like an hour later, she was doing the dishes, you know? So I went out there and I confronted her like, you're just going to be pissed now because, you know, you didn't give me the opportunity. Like, whoa, it's got to snap to your will. And she's like, I asked you to do them and you said you wouldn't. You didn't do them, dude. I'm doing the dishes, you know, like a regular thing. And I got pissed, dude. I yelled, screamed, called her words, names all the way into my bedroom. And then just like, you know, like just fucking pulling out bags from the closet, like not even mine. I'm like taking her Vera Bradley, you know,
to pack
like
it up.
What, dude? Like just putting dumb shit I've never worn in a bag. Cause I know I just know that I'm never gonna unfold it when I don't leave.
We'll
freak out
now. I literally have a pile of my clothes in a trash bag right now because I did this like, I don't know, 9 days ago.
Yeah, dude, it's happened. That same night I tried to swan dive. Actually, the next morning, because I went to bed. You should always like at least have a kiss before bed. Hey, we'll talk about this in the morning. I wasn't doing this back then. In the morning, I woke up still hot. Went in there, got into an argument. 8 a.m, dude. I tried to swan dive out the window over a desk, like with a laptop on it, like close, you know? So there's like easily 2.5 feet before this closed window. Didn't even use my hands. Threw myself at it like a dart. My, like, you know, my belly line, like my belt line, hit the table. I'm like, and then my head just had enough steam to fucking whop the window. like, get the wind knocked out of me. My fucking head hurts, dude. Turn around and like she didn't even see it. Wow. It's that thing, you know. I wanted to go to sleep with tears in my eyes.
Truly, like want to make yourself. I mean, that's like it's either like the Catholic guilt.
I don't know. It's like I need someone to love me and feel bad for me, or nothing will happen because nothing's ever happened.
I want you to know how much this sucks. Yeah. Feel bad for me,
but also it's a cry for help. It's completely normal and completely human, and that's what. After talking about this shit, I realized she's like, dude, like, you know, because I always praise my girl in, you know, my therapy because I've been completely honest with her since the first day I've been honest with her. You know, it's like it doesn't always come in the beginning, right? But like since then, she's been nothing but supportive and on the way. So it's like you have to really be vulnerable with people you super trust, you know, and that you know won't make a rash decision to ditch you because they're like shocked or something. Like it is important, you know, like you can't share it with everyone. So my thought is we'll put it on YouTube. Everyone can fucking hear it.
That's true. Yeah. I'll explain it in much better detail to my internet camera than I will to anyone I actually know.
And that's a way of coping. Like during the beginning, you know,
that's how I was doing a
diary.
But people always like me because I'll ask them weird questions and tell them shit about myself that you don't tell strangers.
We're open books. You know, we just got some cum on the pages. You know? So we got to tread lightly, you know, because if you try to rip apart those cummy pages, dude, you'll lose everything inside. You don't want to do that. You want to take time. Oh my God, did I just come up with the best fucking... I'm looking at the producers out there. Hey, Kramer. That's a picture of Kramer. That, like, when I have Zoom meetings, I put a piece of sticky note on it that says canceled, and I put it on his head. I swear to God. I would take it off the wall if I didn't think that the glass would just shatter apart.
I think we're forgiving Kramer. That's a society.
I can't speak for that.
No,
I mean, I appreciated his effort, and really, I appreciated Larry David's effort to keep him
being
able to be a club comic. This fucking asshole, like, you know, that guy sucks, dude. It's just I got the painting as a present like years before that, and it's amazing, like oil painting. You know, like it's sick. Like, I wish Jerry was in it or something. You know, that would it would make it better. But it's just that asshole because of course, he's my favorite fucking character. The guy who comes in one scene and steals the fucking show. That's me. That's me, dude. I come in, fucking steal the show. Give me 5 minutes. Bitch, son. I'm going home with shame. I'm happy that you're taking the step, bro. And here's the thing. I'll hold you accountable, but you're not going to like what you hear if you're not honest. And really, if this is a psychiatrist, dude, go right off the bat and tell her, look, I know that I am going to need some medicine, at least to get started, right? I know this is going to be forever, you know, but I am seriously depressed. I've put this off for a while. You know, my mom just shared with me that she was very similar to me, and she started taking something in fucking 2000. I thought my mom was just drinking more since 2000. You know, be honest with them. Like, she has been better. Like, I've seen that. Like, oh my God. Like, I think I would like to explore that. You know, I'll give you any background you want. We can do an evaluation. It might start with that, like a bunch of questions.
Yeah.
That might even be beneficial to you since you're hard to kind of peel the layers back. You know, hey, let's do an evaluation. They'll ask you a bunch of questions. You know,
no, I'm excited.
Everything.
When I did therapy before every session, I was like, I don't want to do this. It's fucking stupid. I don't like it. After every session, at the end, I was like, don't ever let me stop doing this. This bull would just have me like repeat things over and again, and I would like be like, I can do this. You know what I mean? Like it's not your fault shit, and I'd be like, this is fucking working.
And now I can tell you, because I've done, you know, therapy for some time and stopped, and why this is stuck for now 2 years is because you have to be proactive in your time off. And that's what I mean. It's not just like right before the session. It's like you think about therapy all week.
I was telling this
respond
to my brother. I was like, look, if you think about it like a car, you know, because even my little brother, me and him are not too unsimilar either. And I was like, look, like we have engines, we fucking run hot. And you know you need an oil change. You don't do an oil change because the engine sounds fine, but you need to do preventative maintenance. And it sucks.
And now, right? You'll get to the point where everything's fucked up and you don't know what happened. Now we need to do a full systems diagnostics, and that's where you're at.
If you wait until the engine seizes, you're fucked. Right. But if you just change the oil every fucking week, you know, whatever therapy, whatever the fuck you gotta do, like the car will run fine, but we run hot.
That's honestly awesome. And really, the thing is this, and the sooner you realize, because you're like me, hey, I went into complete systems failure, and if I'm not going to get my investment back on this car unless I put it in the shop for a week. You in therapy, your car is gone, right? Now it's inconvenient a little bit. It's tough. You're renting cars. You're fucking taking the bus. But eventually you're going to have a brand new car. It's going to be sick.
Yeah, it's the same thing with like addiction. You get caught up in, you know, like you have to be preventative. If you wait until you want to get high, you're going to get high. But if you take like I would sit around all day on like, I'd want to get high early in the day, and I'd sit there with my phone in my fucking hand all day, like thinking about it. And you just go put your phone in a fucking another room and go figure out something else to fucking do. And like, that has been a fucking godsend. So it's like little preventative shit. Like
I had to do that at night. Like as soon as you wake up tomorrow, you're going to get up and you're going to walk. It started with walking. I would just walk around the block 100 times.
Don't bring your phone with you. You can't do anything. Like, because the only connection I have is the phone. Realistically,
don't hold that. Don't hold an item. No, I'm telling you, that's why it hasn't worked. That's what I did. It can't be one thing. It can't be if I don't have the phone, because you're gonna have your phone. I am not going to call anyone in this phone, and I'm gonna think about it before I go to sleep. And as soon as I wake up, I'm gonna look in the mirror and tell myself exactly what I'm gonna do today and what I'm capable of. Go out and fucking do other shit immediately. It's never going to just happen. You have to be like, fuck this. That's why like some of my friends who've moved away, they've all relapsed.
Because moving away is
it's the same thing. You're avoiding your phone, except you're avoiding everyone in your phone that's in that state. It doesn't work. It's not sustainable. Go in with that mindset.
I like that.
I'm telling you, dude, it works. And I'm a mental midget as well as a physical dwarf midget in real life, dude. I got nothing as far as height, girth, brain. I'm a thumb. I'm a walking potato thumb.
Potato.
What I manage.
What's that Burger King picture I used to send you back in the day? It was like a picture. Oh, what's Andy doing?
That's gonna get our best episode taken down. And by best I mean gayest. But gay is the way.
I used to send you this fucking picture of a Burger King fry wrapper all the time and said like, what's the best a potato can do or some shit like that.
Yes. And that's amazing. I'm Mickey the Potato. I'm White Mike. I'm Mickey Bats. But most importantly, I'm gay Mike.
The fact
I'm all about me.
The potato. Because you're adopted by Irish people, it makes it so much funny because you're not really a potato, but like you're a potato.
I'm basically adopted trans. I've been trying to work on this bit for so long. Like, I just became Irish. I became a filthy, fat-footed fuck, dude.
Do that. That is a joke, yo, because that is what it is. Like,
oh, quick. Let's leave on a good note. I got a new bit that I'm trying to work in. You know my material, so I think with just knowing some of the background, you might be able to help. All right. So, you know how I always come out? I do like I'm adopted to try to explain everything. What if I came out like this, like all somber? Like I've been watching so much Jesselneck. Like this guy just encourages me. I love him. He's so inspiring. Just like, introduce myself like, hey, I lost my parents at a young age. I was 10 years old. I lost my parents. And like set the tone for like my fucking parents died. Right?
Yeah, like it feels like if I lost my parents, feels like death.
Right. Then the whole bit, then it goes into like, they didn't like die or anything. Take it easy, And then like all the jokes I kept writing, I have to think about it because I just am stuck on it.
Yeah, like, don't back off.
Superhero Jones. No, I know, but I was gonna do like the Peter Parker, like they didn't sacrifice themselves, this and that. I was like, like good parent shit, like I actually just lost them. Like I had a bad eye, dude. I got a bad left eye. I had a crazy blind side. Do a couple of my bad eye jokes, and then say, thought this was the first and only time my dad and I ever played a game. Hide and go seek. Now let's sit here count to 100, but he has no idea what I can count to, so he figured I can count to 5. He told me to count to 5 a fucking million times. It's like, and he walked up the street and took a left, and I think he just made a couple lefts. It wasn't easy to lose me. The whole thing of like bad left eye, all he had to do was walk away and make a couple lefts. I lost my parents. Really, I never saw him again. It's because of the eye. Gotta be something there, right?
Like like I lost my mother because I could no longer see her in the distance. I thought we were hiding from each other.
Yeah, hide and go seek. He walked down the street and made a left. I never saw him again. Because if I do a bunch of bad left eye, boom, 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 right before it, it's like, okay, you get it.
Like, I can't see them, and then so they didn't come back for me.
Right. My blind side's bigger than the black dude from that movie.
Michael Orr.
I don't know. We have 1 minute. Look, this has been the LowLife motherfucking podcast, dog. Tonight we gave you what we promised you in the beginning, which was trying to be honest with you all, fucking get to the bottom of the problem, dude. We put our hearts out today and our dicks, because when you talk about emotions, it gets a little gay, dude. That's collateral damage. Like and subscribe. I'm Mickey Bats. That's J-Dub.
Hello.
How about goodbye? Fuck. Can't get one line. He had one joke. But for real, hit us up, dude. Or don't.
It'll be fun. We'll get through this together. Because I'll show up every Monday.